Yep. How to be consistent. Sin is killing your consistency, guys. For real. We need to kill sin or else it kills us. The thief cometh not but for to kill, to steal, and to destroy. But I have come that you may have life and have it more abundantly. I don't care who you are. You can't be consistent sinning. You can't. You can't be consistent with sin, especially if you are meant for, great things. You have a great vision, a big vision, you know, the devil ain't gonna leave you alone. There is a battle, a major battle you must face, you know, that you must overcome. So whom much is given, much is expected. You understand? If you have a great destiny, I mean, the devil is not going to just leave you like that, you know. And the Bible says the thief in John, that the thief cometh through, like, enter the fence. You understand? Like, he comes through the fence, like he climbs the fence. The thief cometh not but for to steal, to kill, and to destroy. Like, he climbs the fence. He doesn't actually use the gate to come because he's a thief. You understand? He's a thief. He's coming through temptation, some other way, because he wants to take something from you. He wants to take your time, your energy, your will, the destiny that God has placed in you, in your hand, the destiny that God has given you. He's trying to take something from you. Otherwise, he wouldn't be coming through the back door or through the fence. He's not coming where you can see him, where you can easily see him. He's a thief. You understand? He's always coming through some way. What is temptation? Temptation for me is a feeling, pressure. According to the dictionary, pressure applied to one's thinking, which would eventually cause or elicit the wrong emotions to carry out a negative action, the wrong action. You understand? So he's coming, is jumping through the fence, you understand, to get into the fold, to you understand. Even if you can't see the light or a light at the end of the tunnel, you're asking God, because sometimes this what causes us to sin is sometimes is just a symptom, maybe of a natural battle we are facing, or something we are believing God for, but it doesn't seem like it's changing. It might be very insignificant, it might look very small, or but as far as it's what is of concern to you. That means it must mean something to God. It must mean, to God. Just keep going, bro. Like, maybe this is a test. Challenge God to his word. God can do all things. And the thing is that if whether you sin, it doesn't even it doesn't it doesn't take away the problem. You understand? If anything, it just makes us not to advance. So even if you can't see the light of the tunnel, at least keep on making advancements. Just keep, because you're not going to like it, you're not going to enjoy it. The end result is always the same, especially as a child of God. You cannot continue sinning. You cannot, whether you don't care. I know there are things that are there, like for me, it might be in my head, I know. But bro, like, it's just imagine, like, 100 years you didn't give in to your flesh. You didn't let people say whatever I don't say. You didn't give in to your passions, your greatest passion. You didn't give in, because it just comes to steal. Understand? The thief cometh not. That's your data. You could use it for something else. But the devil is coming because is and that's how your money You'll be, the devil is coming, stealing something from you, and you can't allow what God has not done to hinder you from
doing what you need to do.
serving your purpose. Or you can't, no, because you just be an immature Christian. Think about it, guys. There are things, there are goals you've set. You understand? You want to consistently follow God. You want to consistently do the right thing. Then you've got to. There's a quote that says that you don't achieve more by doing more, but by doing less. That's how you be effective. So just cut out the sin factor in your life. And I'm not saying it's easy, but even if it means death, be prepared, because you cannot really achieve and be happy. You cannot if you consistently, or you fall. Like, no, bro, you've got to stand up and grow. It doesn't matter what God has done or what he hasn't. It doesn't matter. Don't let your mood fluctuate. You cannot be consistently happy sinning. You cannot. Guys, we need to erode this from our lives. It's your actions that will determine ultimately if you'll be happy. So if you get identify what's the root cause, what is making you fall. You are going like I was, and then all of a sudden, and then one thing is that if you fall, like, you are most likely to continue falling. Like, you are most likely, so you must not even allow. You understand? So try whatever it is that you're going through, whatever, document your processes. Like, you could even ask ChatGPT, just document, this is what you are feeling, this is why. Just bring it out. This is why you're feeling this way. At least, even just you identifying your problem. Okay, this is the problem, and take it to God. So there is really nothing that God cannot do, no matter how how small you might think that thing is. By the mental, like, God can deliver, you can help you, but yes. So, but we don't have to go the route of sinning. And if God hasn't done something, you can think of things that God has done. Be grateful. You can't be consistently righteous sinning. Like, it will just add to the problem. It makes you not to be consistent in your walk with God. You understand? And we must stop falling to the same sin. We must stop. Like, we just have to rise above this point. And sinning, it might give you temporary relief. You understand? But there's nothing in it. There's nothing really. Fake sinners. You are a fake, So, guys, this is something that might be killing your consistency. The time that you're using to browse porn, all these vices, that time, do less. By just removing sin, you could achieve a lot. You could be consistent, bro. But when you fall, you're not happy. You're not. It's like you are drained to even stand up and continue it. It takes more energy to rise up, to build up something again. It's easier to fall. It's easy. But then think of, coming back up, struggling back up again. No. God said he came that we may have life and have it more abundantly. And